with EA, with this being EA, the fact that y'all was able to make this happen with EA, like again, we're talking about a company like EA. Y'all made this happen. Y'all creators out there who really spoke out against this shit, y'all are the goats. I just gotta say that, man. Peace. What I've witnessed today made me feel like there's hope in any situation where video games release and we see some of the unfairness that's being introduced into these games. For example, like some microtransactions. When you play a sports games, it's like pack odds are so horrible. They have gambling tactics or just blatant games that are incomplete, but they're still trying to charge you full price. There's a lot that's going on. And I think it's fair to say that many of us, when we invest our money into a product, we're still carrying it like the good old days, right? But you got to understand, at some point 20 years from now, this is going to be considered the good old days to the next generation. But let's actually talk about what just happened. This is something that I didn't expect to see happening, but it gives so much hope anytime there is a practice done. And you guys seen what's been happening previously with PlayStation or Rockstar, any other company. EA ended up caving, and because some of the biggest creators, and not only biggest creators, some of the biggest sports teams in college football and entities actually spoke out and was disgusted by this practice. You had, I think Buffalo's, they ended up pulling out and making a statement telling EA, like, we don't want our team and our players in the game. Like, we don't support this microtransaction because, again, we're not talking about college ultimate team, college football ultimate team. We're not talking about Madden ultimate team. We're talking about, like, you're including something that's literally predatory, man. This is insane. You have a single player offline mode. You can literally get off the internet, play this offline mode, and you remove settings from a video game. And the only way that they can obtain certain perks in a game, if they want to make it further and in a much easier fashion, in a much more timely fashion, because a lot of people make amazing content. It's not about somebody being impatient. It's like people make content and they like to try the craziest stuff for the viewers. They decided to put that behind a paywall because they seen that's what works. They saw the most popular mode and decided to say, let's take that mode from these people and put money behind it. And that's the part where it gets a little bit disparaging. It gets a little bit like disgusting to witness. And I'm actually really happy to see that EA decided to change it up. But shout out to Bordeaux, one of the biggest creators in the football, or should I say Madden college football community, as well as many of the other creators that spoke out against this, because again, there's a way to do it, y'all. And he did it the best way. He didn't have to threaten staff. He actually gave them so much respect. He showed them so much love. He didn't have to belittle anybody or cause any threats or harm towards anyone. Anytime you do that, that's not going to help your case. But when you have these big entities who people call out often for not speaking up, when they finally do, man, we see change. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So it says here, College Football 27, happy College Football 27 launch week. Thank you for your continued passion and for the incredible response to College Football 27. We love this game and this sport. College football is and will always will be about the sights, sounds, pageantry, traditions, and atmospheres of Saturday. Okay. It says in College Football 27, we aspire to deliver the deepest experience to date with all new Dynasty blueprint, new positions in Road to Glory, and the best college football gameplay yet. However, your feedback on Road to Glory and Dynasty is that we've missed a mark with the introduction of pay progression options. This was added independent and deeper mode progression with the aim to give players more choice. But what you've said, is that they're not adding the value we intended. Now, let me just say this real quick. We've added this with more deeper mode progression. You didn't have to do any of this. Adding the super fast sliders and the fast and fastest XP sliders is all people needed to create this experience. It's why people love these content creators so much. It's why these people end up buying off the influence of these creators, because they want to do the same thing. It's why, like, some of our friends have thousands of people watching them play these modes. None of it has ever been introduced of, oh, we want it the next day or whatever. People have never complained about this at all for the sandbox type of experience, ever. It says tomorrow morning, we will remove all paid progression options from Road to Glory and Online Dynasty. An unfortunate side effect of removing paid progression is that the players that have college point balances in their wallets will not be able to apply the balances in Road to Glory or Dynasty. So jump in between now and then and apply your points. So you may have to do that now before anything, unless you play like Ultimate Team, right? If I'm not mistaken. Our goal for live service plans in College Football 28 and beyond will be to deliver valuable features and content with greater transparency and communication. Good. But the thing is, adding live service plans in these games, you're just going to, now you're not killing it off. You're just going to slow burn to death. You know what I mean? It says, we're moving fast to respond to your feedback in game. So stay tuned for follow-up communication next week, where we'll take you through more design details and share our goals for College Football 27. We love this game. We love this community. We love College Football 27. College Football 27 is our third and best college football ever, and we can't wait to see you on the field. They're going to still fly out these creators, and I know they're going to give them a big apology. But one thing I know for certain, too, is that these devs are probably going to have the one-on-one chats privately and let them know, we all know it wasn't y'all decision. The only time we've ever seen in such an egregious decision, and for those that don't know, such an egregious decision, was when we found out that it was Rocksteady themselves that tried to introduce this live service for Suicide Squad. We thought it was like higher ups. And I guess it's because they wanted to focus on one game. And now look at what happened with that project. Other than that, like, come on, man. We know the developers be out here just really trying to grind and just want to make a great game and keep their jobs, man, and not want to have to deal with all the crazy pressure that's happening today. This makes me happy for so many reasons. It gives me hope. It brings back community. There was so many people under so many tweets saying, man, why is this serious? Like, who the hell, whatever. And this is not such a big deal. I'm so glad, and I'm happy to say, ain't nobody talking to your bum ass or any of y'all bum asses, because y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't have a community of people that support y'all. Y'all don't have these people that really tune into your content each and every day, looking to see what's going on in the space, okay? We don't care that you might own a business and you able to afford all these games, no problem, and you've been buying digital games since the PS1. Whatever the case, man. It's the fact of what's right and what's wrong, bro. It's the fact that you're limiting options for people and you're putting them in a situation where now the creators end up looking worse than the actual developers themselves, because it looks like they support this practice. And not only that, you're putting people who may not have the money and the time away, bro, in an offline mode. That's the problem. Let's go ahead and see what Bordeaux has to say. He spoke on this about an hour or two ago, and I want to see what's going on. Let's see his thoughts, man, because again, I wouldn't have made this video had it not been because of his thoughts and opinions on it. So I want to say a huge shout out and respect to him. Let's go ahead and check this out, man.
I have never recorded a video like this, and I will never record a video like this again. It is official. We won. We won. EA has caved in and listened to the community. Microtransactions are being removed out of College Football 27. Now, the reason I say I've never recorded a video like this and it will never happen again is this is just going to be a raw video of all my thoughts. Everything that's happened. We can start by looking at this statement. We will remove all paid progression options from Road to Glory and Online Dynasty. Okay, there's going to be a couple cuts just because I'll burp and I need to take a breath every so often. But they're still mentioning goals for live service plans in College Football 28. I will say that does concern me. My phone is blowing up like crazy, by the way. I am just so proud of everyone, man. Like,
yeah, this was a big
W. You all are
W.
the best. You all know that, right? I will never, ever take any of you for granted. That is why I have been so vocal through this, because I just did not believe in the direction that they were taking these games. You all were with me long before EA came back. I was playing games on College Football Revamped, on the old NCAA Football 14 game. I got to like 400,000 subscribers before any of this new stuff happened. You all stood by me then. You all changed my life then, and I will owe that to you all forever. I will still never work with EA Sports in the future. I just want to make that very clear real quick. I am not happy with how it went down. They broke my trust. It feels so far gone, and I really do appreciate being an outside source. But the good thing is, all the other creators that spoke up, I can pretty confidently say none of them will be punished. And that's the beauty of working with a company that lets you speak your mind. Now, it's not a full-on win. It feels like it's just a huge victory because it really is. To reverse a change where you're going to have a lot more money flowing in and say, you know what, we messed up. We can't go down that pathway. You all are right. It feels like such a victory at first, and I think a lot of the thoughts will settle in. That's why I just wanted this raw, authentic reaction, because they still tried to implement this. They still
that's facts.
tried to sneak this through, and then without the outrage, it would still be there. So as much as it is a win that it is now gone, that type of hurt doesn't just go away. And that's some type of hurt that takes a long time to repair with your community. You are going to have to work extremely hard, EA, to repair the trust for everybody out there. For all the creators that will continue to work with you, you are going to have to repair that trust. And it's hard. It's going to take years of listening.
It's going to take years. But like you said, man, because they said they're adding live service to still College Football 28, it's like, I don't know what's going to happen. I do believe if they would have never removed those features in those settings and then still implemented that you could pay to get XP, I think a lot of creators would have done that because they understand that that's their job. Like, they want to be the first to put this type of content out. And that's what happened with 2K, unfortunately. You don't have to purchase no VC. But once people realize you could do that shit and help level up faster and do all that, like, people were doing all that. And look at where we at today.
Closer. I've always believed you all have done a good job in listening, but then something like this comes out of the blue. So is it a damage control situation? I don't know. Either way, the microtransactions are out. So I'm hoping that this can lead to the game going back in the right direction, because I think everybody always wanted that sandbox experience, that you can load up the game and do whatever. That is what we always imagined whenever you would write to us in the deep dives, whenever you would share these trailers and say stuff like, it's our game. This is a love letter to college football. You have to get back to doing that type of thing. What you did this year, it's a great game. That's why throughout this entire process, I've never said anything poorly about it. The bugs, of course, yeah, they're there. I've gotten used to the bugs. We could still go for a better launch, guys. We could still go for a better launch. But
there's some warping bugs going on.
Of them still. And it's a shame that this is how everything went down. But at the same time, it's a moment that hopefully changes the future of football games and where you all decide to do stuff. For us as a community, there are so many thank yous to put out. I don't even know where to get started.
They had
on
college
Sunday
teams speaking
when
out,
me and some of the other creators came together. It was very challenging to know exactly what to do, but got a hashtag going, knew that videos were going out. I started coordinating so many people on page with what was just going on because I felt like this is not the direction the game should be going. Everyone that has spoken out, I mean, I could do thank yous for this entire video. I've seen so many tweets. There's been so much support. And ultimately, this is just where these games need to be. I really hope this is a lesson to a lot of the gaming companies out there. Do not take your community for granted. Do not take your community like you can just charge up a little extra money and get away with it there. Do not try to sneak something on them, because what makes your community love your game so much, if you pull away from that and try to go in a different direction, that is how you lose that base. That is how you put people off from enjoying your products and losing trust in you. That's why I'm going to say that rebuilding that trust back is not going to be something that is going to be easy for EA. It is not. It's a win in a way that all paid progression options are gone, but there's still live service plans in College Football 28 and beyond. And if you're taking these single player modes in a live service direction, I automatically just don't like that. I still want you to also have these single player offline features.
These single player offline features, man, like, I was so shocked to even see that was the case, right? It was very off-putting because, again, EA is such a big company, but they've been very vocal about even adding advertisements, everybody, in their games. So I'm wondering, like, what do they mean? Like, are they going to have commentators be, like, updated throughout the year of the game when they start advertising certain stuff? Or will the game get cut, like it get paused, and then there'll be an advertisement? I was very confused at, like, the decision and the direction that they were going to go. So I wasn't sure.
Players, if you're trying to go live service, if you want to go to those open world concepts, if you want to take Road to Glory online, leave the offline alone. Let the offline stay free. Let the offline part stay fun. Let the offline mode stay customizable. That is where this statement might not address all of that. Are you going to be bringing back the Road to Glory sliders? Are you going to be bringing back the wear and tear sliders? Are you going to change up kind of how certain things are calculated, or the actual dynasty calculations for the XP settings coming back? Like, there's just so many decisions I feel like that were made this year You wouldn't have even noticed until you really looked into it. And the more I'm looking into it, I'm just getting frustrated because I see the direction that things could have been going.
Yeah, same.
Now, obviously, them being willing to take a step like this is not minor. This is a major step. This is the big dog that they're addressing.
Let me tell you something. The reason why I feel like it's a big step is because after being sold to like Saudi partners, or if they're in the process of still being sold, they owe so much money. I think they're like $20 billion. I don't think it's 20 million, because they could literally pay that shit off, no problem. I think it's $20 billion in debt over 10 years of investors. I feel like that right there alone gave me the comfort of knowing that if Activision ever messes up, if PlayStation ever does something egregious, Xbox, we could possibly see some change. Everybody is trying to do something different. I feel like all these major key people, it's like seeing all the presidents and all the leaders in the world coming together talking about who got the most powerful bombs and shit. You ever seen them like little videos and shit? Or coming together speaking about like peace and wars. I feel like all these higher execs are coming together and like really talking about the shape of the industry. And they're not thinking about the consumer. They're thinking about we need to go ahead and gaslight, manipulate. And instead of just saying gaslight, manipulate, we got to give them like content that we feel like they're going to be addicted to. That's what happened with the black market. Remember in Call of Duty, and the odds were so disgusting. It was insane. It was bad.
And the smaller things I'm talking about right now, I would assume they're getting to. If they are caving to the community on a microtransaction level where they're losing potential revenue that most likely would have never come in the first place, because the people that buy the products for Dynasty and Road to Glory are not going to pay extra money. But anyway, you know what? We did it. I'm very proud of all of you. We are going to continue to have fun on this channel. Please make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already, because Hawaii episode 2, I've been waiting to film season 2 with Hawaii for so long, and I can finally just get back to making videos on the game I really enjoy. And I was willing to just put everything on the line. Obviously, I was going to play the game no matter what.
Yeah.
But it was going to be a very different tune, especially if I was watching it just go downhill. There was going to have to be more of a thought of what else do I want to transition my content into? What other games do I want to play? What else do I want to do online? And that will still happen. But also, I'm hopefully going to see things coming out on EA's side that make me believe in the future of the college football video games again. I do not like that it had to come down to something like this. I do not like that amount of outrage was what it took to get a response like this. I don't like how you responded and you tried to give us nothing. You saw we wouldn't take it. So you tried to give us a little bit. You saw we wouldn't take it. Actually, it just made everybody more upset.
Made people more
upset. So
then
you finally caved in. And I think there's a huge lesson to learn from this. Don't go halfway. Don't half-ass it. That's not what you should be doing. If you want to serve this community best, if you want this community to back you up, if you want to offer a little extra paid option, have it bring value. Have it do something in a... I don't know. Right. I really don't know, because I understand games have to make revenue. I understand there has to be other ways to bring in money, and clearly Ultimate Team on College was not doing that. But you're just going to have to find a way to provide more value whenever you're doing something. You can't take away features, strip them away, not say anything about it, and then charge as well. It's just, it was a perfect storm for how everything went down.
And it's a great day to be a consumer, to feel like you're part of a community, to feel involved. Not just me, but everybody, man. Even you guys in the comment sections. Like, you got to realize y'all voices are very powerful, man. But it really depends on the creator, the influence, the person, the entity who's going to speak out, for it. Because oftentimes, again, when you hear death threats being issued out, like, that doesn't create change. It makes you look like a weirdo. So the fact that these gentlemen handled everything professionally, I gotta admit, that was the best way to go about it. And as a result, they removed microtransactions from College Football 27 as far as those 2 modes go. Hopefully they bring back the sliders and the customizable features that were always in college football. And yeah, man, let me know what you guys think, because again, everybody's dealing with it now on PlayStation side, on Microsoft's end, and all these other companies that are currently doing their malpractices, or I don't want to say malpractice, but they're doing their practices that are coming off a little bit distasteful as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is huge, man. Shout out to Bordeaux and the whole Madden and college football community. With EA, with this being EA, the fact that y'all was able to make this happen with EA, Like, again, we're talking about a company like EA. Y'all made this happen. Y'all creators out there who really spoke out against this shit, y'all are the GOATs. I just got to say that, man. Peace.